The Renaissance marked a glorious chapter in the history of human civilization, a period when art and culture flourished magnificently. It was also the time when the world saw the birth of extraordinary geniuses, whose legacies are celebrated to this day, such as Michelangelo, Raphael, Sandro Botticelli, and most notably, Leonardo da Vinci. April 15, 1452. In the small town of Vinci, Tuscany, now part of Florence, Italy, a child named Leonardo da Vinci was born. Leonardo's mother was a poor peasant, while his father was a wealthy notary. Despite their love, the stark class divide of the time led Leonardo's father to abandon both mother and child and marry a wealthy woman. However, when this marriage failed to produce offspring, Leonardo's father returned and took him in when he was just 5 years old. Separated from his mother, Leonardo grew up as a lonely child. He received no formal education, but taught himself at home. From a young age, he displayed a love for music, painting, and sculpting. Recognizing his talent, Leonardo's family supported him, as painting was a lucrative profession at the time. Around 1460, the family moved to Florence, where Leonardo became an apprentice to Andrea del Verrocchio, a renowned artist. At the age of 14, Leonardo moved into his master's workshop to further his studies. During this period, he demonstrated exceptional talent in various fields, including music, literature, chemistry, metallurgy, mechanics, and most notably, painting. One day, Verrocchio allowed Leonardo to complete an angel in his painting, The Baptism of Christ. Upon seeing Leonardo's vibrant and lifelike depiction, Verrocchio declared that his student had surpassed him, and subsequently retired from painting. In 1472, the Guild of St. Luke in Florence officially recognized Leonardo's talent. In 1476, Leonardo faced allegations of having relations with a 17-year-old male model, Jacopo Saltarelli, who was considered an illegal male prostitute at the time. After 2 months in prison, Leonardo was acquitted due to a lack of witnesses, possibly with the intervention of Lorenzo de' Medici. By the late 15th century, amidst political turmoil in Europe, Leonardo grew interested in designing weapons, though his inventions were often dismissed. In 1482, at the age of 30, Leonardo left Florence for Milan to work for Duke Ludovico Sforza. However, the Duke failed to appreciate Leonardo's genius, often rejecting his innovative ideas in favor of more trivial commissions. In 1495, Leonardo accepted a commission from the Santa Maria Monastery to create a mural, resulting in The Last Supper, a masterpiece he completed after 2 years of dedication. In 1499, as the French army invaded Milan, Duke Ludovico was captured and Leonardo fled to Venice. There, he worked as an architect and military engineer. During this time, he conducted studies on bird flight, even designing a pair of artificial wings inspired by their movement. However, this invention was unsuccessful. In 1502, Leonardo became a military engineer for Duke Cesare Borgia, which allowed him to travel extensively across Italy. He designed a model for a military fortress, earning the Duke's favor and the title of Chief Military Engineer. In 1503, Leonardo returned to Florence, where he began painting a portrait titled Lisa del Giocondo, later known as the Mona Lisa, commissioned by a wealthy silk merchant, Francesco del Giocondo, as a gift for his wife. Leonardo chose to keep the painting for himself for reasons unknown. In 1506, following his father's death, Leonardo became embroiled in a legal dispute over inheritance, but eventually resolved it. He then entered the service of King Louis XII of France as a court painter and military engineer. During this time, Leonardo was given the freedom and resources to pursue his interests. In March 1513, after King Louis XII was overthrown, Leonardo moved to Rome under the patronage of Pope Leo X. Despite his declining health, he remained deeply committed to his research, particularly in human anatomy, meticulously sketching the human body through dissections. In 1516, Leonardo accepted an invitation from King Francis I of France and moved to the Château du Clos Lucé near Amboise. His health continued to deteriorate, and by October 1517, he suffered from paralysis in his right hand. Despite this, he persisted in his work until he became bedridden. Leonardo da Vinci passed away on May 2, 1519, at the Château du Clos-Lucé. Throughout his life, Leonardo da Vinci left behind a remarkable legacy of art and scientific research. Today, he is celebrated as one of the greatest polymaths in human history. Let us now revisit some of his most iconic works.